Hey, it's Mekus, and I'm back with another one. If you need help with anything, my email is in the description. Please email me. I genuinely want to help you. Email me. I will make a video topic on it. It's that simple. I really want to get my message across and help you be able to control your mind a lot more, because that's what this channel is about, to get you from this current situation that you don't want to be in over to that desired situation. And within that gap is mind control, because if you control your mind, you control your life. Now, you might be asking, why am I taking my time to talk about how to create a daily schedule? As of the time of this recording, it is June 1st. It is a new month. So this means that we really have to step it up. We're getting rid of everything that held us back in May, and we're only getting stronger, and we're only getting better. So with that being said, you'll be surprised how many people have no structure in their day. Go ask somebody right now. Matter of fact, I can even ask you, what are you doing today? You'll probably tell me, oh, I'm gonna wake up, I might go to the gym, I might play with my kid, I might go outside, oh, I might go grab some food later with a friend. But you really don't know what you're doing, right? You're kind of telling me what you have an idea of what you're doing, right? You kind of have an idea, but you don't really know what you're doing throughout the day. And I'm bringing this up because a lot of people don't have structure in their day, believe it or not, and the truth is, without structure, there is chaos. There's going to be some sort of chaos. So again, you're in this situation that you don't want to be in, and you want to be in this desired situation. It's important for you to know what you're doing so that you can get there faster, right? So if you don't really know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, you're essentially stagnating yourself. You're delaying that version of yourself to come into existence. And that's why I emphasize to you today, through creating a daily schedule, that knowing what you do each day gets you closer to your new character and goals. Because I told you, it's not about chasing your goals. It's about becoming that new version of yourself. That new version of yourself knows what they're doing. They know what they want, right? So they know what they're doing every single day. And they check things off. They have a daily checklist to complement the person that they are. So we have to take a step back now. And I need to tell you, right, that you need to have something that you want in this life. When you know what you want, right, have a daily checklist on the things that you have to do to get there. And the biggest things that help me in my life and the people that I know is that they had a solid sleep and wake time. They know when they're going to go to sleep, and they know when they're going to wake up. And that's how I'm going to start with this daily schedule today. I want you to really map out your sleep and wake time. This is how I was able to create this daily schedule. Now, this is just an average schedule. This is like a 9 to 5 schedule, typical 9 to 5, someone that might be working a 9 to 5. This might not be the case for you. This may be the case for you, but this is just kind of like a general template that I can share. All you'll have to do is sort of take the idea of this and formulate it as it applies to your life. So in this case, my bedtime is usually around 10 p.m. and I'm usually up at 6. So that's enough time for me to get enough hours of sleep, as well as be able to get things done within the day. And it's suitable for me and the things that I have going on. So in this case, you have to start off your daily schedule by telling yourself when you're going to go to sleep and when you're going to wake up. Because once you set this foundation, you have to fill out everything in between that. And that's an easy way for you to get started to control your time and get your mind back, So once you set your sleep and wake time, I want you to start to use the time in the morning, before you go to your job, before people really start to reach out to you in the day, when things start to get busy, to do the hardest tasks of the day. And so why is this important? Why is deep work important whenever you wake up in the morning? The reason why deep work is important when you wake up in the morning is because there's something that, like, I personally know this from experience. My brain is its sharpest. My brain is its most effective when I am up in the morning. And it's valuable time. It's sacred time for you to, maybe, let's say you're at a job. This might be sacred time for you to work on your business, for you to do your daily checklist habits here, right? Like maybe get a good breakfast in, a healthy breakfast in, maybe get some exercise in the morning, get some prayer and gratitude in. You're already winning the day, because when you start off, this is valuable time, because when you start off your day winning, with a good exercise, with a great balanced breakfast, prayer, gratitude, journaling, that's going to win the morning. And when you win the morning, you're going to win the rest of the day. You're going to feel a lot better throughout the day. And so that is the benefit of waking up early, because a lot of people might just wake up right before 9 a.m. if they don't have to commute, or like 8 if they do. But those 2 extra hours, maybe even 3 or even 4 if you're waking up at like 4 a.m., this is time for you to really magnetize that desired situation into your life by doing the things first thing in the morning that you don't want to do that are going to get you there. That's what it takes. And so obviously you're going to be working from 9 to 5, right? Whatever job that is that you're doing. And you're going to take your lunch break. And when you take your lunch break, you could catch up on a few things, although it's not much time. But essentially, this whole 9 to 5 block is checked off. So really, you really have until after work. You have 4 hours from after work to bed for you to, maybe get exercise in that you didn't get in the morning. Maybe you're working in the morning before you actually went to your job, but it's this time from 6 to 9 p.m. essentially is valuable time as well. Like, your time is the most valuable asset that you have, so utilize it. Usually you might come home and you might just watch Netflix or do anything that isn't really getting you closer to your goal. You have to understand that the sooner you could cut out the things that are taking you away from your desired situation, the sooner you're going to get to your desired situation. So when you come home, and I know you might not feel like it, right? When you come home, this is valuable time for you to prepare for the next day, as well as catch up with things you might be doing on the side, or even your relationships, like if, getting in touch with people that you don't really talk with, and building bonds, things that are really applicable to you instead of instant gratification activities that are taking you away from who you want to be. So this is very valuable time too after work, these 4 hours. But the biggest thing is to use the evenings to prepare for the next day, right? You have to be able to systemize your day just like this and set this daily schedule, because whenever you have this daily schedule, you're more in control of your mind. You're going to think less because you already know what you're doing throughout the day, right? There's no more laziness and procrastination. You have a schedule. You know what you're doing now, you see? And now you have a sense of purpose. And now you're able to wake up every day. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going, right? And you have a daily schedule to help you get there. So you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. And you're probably asking me, you probably saw at the beginning of the video, what does SATS mean, right? SATS means state akin to sleep. Now, I made a video on visualization, and I think this is very important for you to bridge the gap from your current situation to your desired situation. So every time you go to sleep at night, you want to be understanding that however you fall asleep at night is how you're going to wake up. So that's the reason why I said at the beginning of the video, you want to set your sleep time first before your wake time, because everything goes down before the next day, because your life is like a movie script. Like, the next day is the next episode. So you have to set the tone the night before. You would think it's the first thing in the morning, but the truth is it's really the day before really sets the tone for the next day. If you go to sleep angry, chances are you're going to wake up angry, right? But if you go to sleep happy, chances are you're going to wake up happy. If you go to sleep knowing what you want the next day, chances are you're going to shoot up right out of bed because you prepared the last night. You had it in your mind already. And now you are streamlining the day. So it's important for you to use this time before you go to sleep, as you're going to sleep, to visualize your goals from the first person. Why is this? It's because this state is believed to be ideal for imprinting desired feelings and scenarios onto your subconscious mind, leading to manifestation. So essentially, if you're able to be in a state where you're about to go to sleep, but you're also awake and you visualize what it is that you want, you visualize yourself in this desired situation from the first point of view, you're thinking with emotion, you're thinking about how is that person walking, talking, how does that person feel, what are people saying to him. You imagine all of these things when you go to sleep. It's very powerful, and you'll be surprised how things just start to happen in your life that get you close to this desired situation, all because you took advantage of your state akin to sleep and you were visualizing in bed. So this is the power of a daily schedule, because you're going to understand that once you create something like this, you have your life back, you have your time back, and you know what you're doing. A lot of people don't have a daily schedule, and I'm so grateful that I was able to just know the power of this through sports. Being a former athlete myself, on the collegiate level, We always had everything laid out for us. And so we knew what we were doing. No wonder why we're able to make so much progress as a team, as individuals. It's because we just knew what we were doing. And all you need to do is know what you're doing. You know, you need to have direction, because without direction, there's depression. You know, and it leads you to addiction, it leads you to vices, it leads you to do things that you know you shouldn't be doing, all because you didn't have a daily schedule. You don't have a routine. So now you know the importance of a routine. And in this month of June, it's all about routine, and we're discarding of everything and everything that held us back in May and previously. And it's time for us to get to our desired situation. It's time for you to get to where you want to be. This is Mekus, and I'll see you on the other side. Until next time, keep going.